For today's headlines, break monopoly, regulate transmission. Guevarra nixes arming civilians. Interpol hunting drug suspect Lim. Group urges ERC performance review. Sara contradicts Roque, PRRD never told me to run. Bianca joins Yuka, Juvic in Olympic foray. Scores dead as heatwave grips Canada and US. Southwest monsoon still affecting extreme Northern Luzon. Good morning, I am Sandy Locos and you are watching Tribune News on Q. Today is Wednesday, June 30 and now the news. More outages in the coming months are likely, but the Department of Energy said they are avoidable if the country's transmission lines are highly regulated by the government. In a televised interview on Tuesday, Energy Secretary Alfonso Cusi said the government needs to review the transmission sector to protect the interest of the public. Cusi also pointed out that the National Grid Corporation of the Philippines, as the operator of the transmission lines, plays a crucial role in ensuring that power reserves reach areas with offline power plants. That way, Cusi said power interruptions can be avoided. In 2019, the DOE issued Department Circular 2019-12-0018, which mandates system operator NGCP to contract ancillary service contracts or reserves. Cusi pointed out that the NGCP did not comply with the required firm reserves, which should be 4% of the power demand that could be tapped in case of power plants going offline. Such failure resulted in power interruptions in major parts of the country. In Meralco's franchise area alone, the Philippine Independent Power Producers Association Incorporated claimed that the two-day rotational brownouts on May 31 and June 1 left an estimated 116 pesos in economic losses. With criminality at an all-time low, Justice Secretary Menardo Guevarra said he sees no need to arm civilians, even the individuals affiliated with anti-crime groups. The Justice Chief said criminality in the country, except for a few high-profile cases, is not in an alarming record because of the COVID pandemic. He also said that civilians, except during martial law, can arm themselves for protection, provided that they will comply with requirements set by the law. The PNP last week launched the Global Coalition of Lingkod Bayan Advocacy Support Groups and Force Multipliers. It was in that event where President Duterte, who was the keynote speaker, mentioned that his wish to arm civilians who could help fight crime. Philippine fugitive Peter Golim could not roam freely elsewhere, as he has long been in the red notice of the International Police or Interpol, Secretary Menardo Guevarra said on Tuesday. Guevarra said Lim was included in the Interpol wanted roster since 2019, although the drug suspect has been hiding for 3 years since an arrest warrant was issued against him. Guevarra also said the Department of Justice has no proof that Lim has left the Philippines. He also could not say whether he is still in the country. The Bureau of Immigration said Lim has several namesakes, with at least one having left the country recently, but he had no record or departure records. Lim, a businessman based in Cebu, is allegedly part of the illegal drug trade. He denied all accusations against him. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Viber is the free and secure way to connect with friends and family, anywhere. Send messages and make phone and video calls for free. Download Viber now.
An electricity consumer group on Tuesday asked President Rodrigo Duterte to review the performance of energy regulator commissions as a state regulator, as more and more issues are now being raised against the National Grid Corporation of the Philippines. In an interview over Daily Tribune's morning program Gising Na, NASICOR President Pete Ilagan told that the government should look at whether the ERC has fulfilled its duties. The ERC is in hot waters after former Senator Serge Osmeña raised the possibility of collusion with the NGCP. He urged the Senate Committee on Energy to investigate the issue. Senator Sherwin Gatchalian, chair of the committee, previously said he will launch a separate hearing on the possible connivance between the private electricity concessionaire and the state regulator. If proved, Ilagan agreed that there should be a structural reform on the energy sector to remove corruption in its system. In other news, Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte Carpio on Tuesday belied the presidential spokesperson Secretary Harry Roque that her father, no less than President Rodrigo Duterte, wanted her to succeed him when he vacates his seat in Malacanang in 2022. The president's daughter presumed that Mr. Duterte could be telling a different story to Roque. The local chief executive, moreover, revealed that Mr. Duterte had warned her that everyone and everything will destroy her if she runs and eventually become the 17th Philippine president. In his public statements, Mr. Duterte has been consistently discouraging his daughter not to run for president and had advised her not to make such a mistake. Despite this, Duterte Carpio said she will still have her final decision whether to run for president in the next polls by July or 3 months before the one-week filing of certificates of candidacy. In sports, Bianca Pagdanganan will reunite with Yuka in the Tokyo Olympics in August as she kept her ranking in the top 60 at the completion of the protracted Olympic qualifying tournament last Monday. Although the International Golf Federation will release the final list late Tuesday, the current ranking will remain virtually the same, with Saso at number 9 and Pagdanganan at number 42. In any case, there would be changes. The movements could happen in the top 3, with newly crowned women's PGA champion Nelly Corda tipped to clinch the top ranking from number 3 and lead the crack 4-player US squad. Saso, who sealed the Olympic berth with her historic US Women's Open victory 3 weeks ago, is also expected to move one rung higher as per the latest Rolex standings, where the Olympic ranking is based. Pagdanganan still made it to the Summer Games despite a struggling campaign in the first half of the LPGA Tour season that saw her finish no higher than tied 39th in the Pure Silk Championships last May. She missed the cut 3 times, including in the first major, the ANA Inspiration. She also failed to make the grade in 3 LPGA Monday qualifiers and played in 2 Symetra Tour events, ending up at joint 34th in the IOA Championship in California last month and limping to tied 45th in the Mission Inn Resort and Club Championship in Florida last month. The power-hitting RECTSI backed shot maker actually dished out a fine showing in her rookie campaign, finishing a career-best 3rd place in the LPGA Drive On and sharing 9th place in the Women's PGA while emerging the tour's driving leader. We will be back. Stay with us.
Manong Joe po!
At Ate Maita,
Matapos ang magkasunod na buwang pagbaba, bagyang tumaas ang overall electricity rates ng halos 9 centavos per kilowatt hour ngayong buwan. At paalala lang po, maging energy efficient po tayo.
Lalo pag mainit. Dahil mas hirap ang appliances at mas makonsumo. Buti may bright ideas tayo na based sa Meralco Power Lab tests. Engineer Alfred?
Alam nyo ba, ang lumang aircon, mas mataas ang konsumo. Up to 682 pesos ang dagdag kada buwan kumpara sa bago. Mas energy efficient kasi ang technology ng bagong aircons. At kung inverter, pwedeng lampas 1,000 pesos ang savings per month. Piliin din yung may horsepower na sakto sa laki ng kwarto. Kung hindi, halos 1,000 ang extra gastos buwan-buwan.
Sundan ang tips na to. And visit our website para you have the power this summer.
At least 69 people in Canada's Vancouver area have died in a record-smashing heat wave engulfing the west of the country and the U.S. Pacific Northwest, police said on Tuesday. Most of the dead in the Vancouver suburbs of Burnaby and Surrey over the past 24 hours were the elderly or older or people with underlying health conditions, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police said. Other local municipalities have said they too have responded to many sudden death calls since Monday, but have yet to release tolls. Climate change is causing record-setting temperatures to become more frequent. Globally, that decade to 2019 was the hottest recorded, and the 5 hottest years have all occurred within the last 5 years. This scorching heat stretching from the U.S. state of Oregon to Canada's Arctic territories has been blamed on a high-pressure ridge trapping warm air in the region. On Monday, Canada set a new all-time high temperature record of 118 degrees Fahrenheit in Lytton in British Columbia, about 155 miles east of Vancouver. Forecasters were expecting the record to go again on Tuesday, predicting 120 Fahrenheit heat in Western Canada. Southwest monsoon is still affecting extreme Northern Luzon, according to State Weather Bureau Pag-asa. Pag-asa added that Metro Manila and the rest of the country will experience partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms. Temperature will range from 24.8 degrees Celsius to 34 degrees Celsius. And that wraps up the stories this morning. Catch the latest news on our website tribune.net.ph and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribunal. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the Daily Tribune digital edition on Press Reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store or Google Play to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Kachibu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Tarsito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just visit the sticker store and search for Kachibu Community. And before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store and Araneta Center. Again, this is Sandy Locus and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good morning and happy anniversary, Kachibu!